Hi, everybody. This is Ariel Clay, the San Joaquin County 4-H Program Representative, bringing you what will be a very short online record book tutorial video. Today we're going to talk about your collection of 4-H work, which is Section 5 of a complete full record book. So, for example, if you were turning in your record book to your county to be judged, you would want it to have a collection of work. You'll notice the collection of work doesn't show up anywhere in here. And the reason for that is you actually don't make your collection of work in the online record book. This is something you're going to need to make separately and then just insert it into your final record book in the correct place. So just so you have a better idea of what a collection of work is, if you're new to the record book, you can have up to 2 pages of newspaper or newsletter articles. These articles should be written by you or be specifically about you. So if your local paper wrote an article about a community service project you were involved in and it specifically named you somewhere in the article, you could include that. Conversely, if you wrote an article about a community service project that was then published, you can include that in your collection of work. Then you can have up to 2 pages of flyers or brochures, single or double-sided. So these should have been made by you or feature you once again. So just like with the article, if it's something that you made, it can go in your record book, no question. If it's about you, it should definitely be specifically about you. You should be clearly named in the brochure. Then you may have up to 2 pages of letters or certificates. So, for example, if you came to county presentation day and won a gold medal, you would also receive a certificate that said that you participated and won a gold, and you could include a copy of that in your record book. Or some people like to include copies of the letters that they write to their buyers or some other correspondence that they wrote that is involved in their 4-H activities overall. And then finally, you can have up to 5 pages of photographs. Each side of the page counts as 1 page, so you can have 5 single pages or 2.5 double-sided. They have to lie flat, I guess is the best way to put it. So you can't kind of layer photos on top of each other where you would lift one and be able to see one underneath it. So you're not allowed to do that. You can either use digital pictures and create something on your computer, or you can have printed off pictures and create it by hand, sort of scrapbook approach, I guess you could say. And finally, all of your collection of work should reflect your 4-H activities and basically augment what you've been saying in your 4-H story and personal development record and everything like that. So a good collection of work will show us how you've grown and developed and the skills that you've learned in 4-H this year. So a not so great collection of work would be like a bunch of pictures of you standing with your livestock project with a bunch of ribbons. It's fine to have 1 or 2 pictures like that, but if that's the only thing in your collection of work, it doesn't really show us how you learned and grew over the year. Okay, so that's the collection of work. It can be a total of 11 pages. So 2 newspaper newsletter articles, 2 pages of flyers or brochures, 2 pages of letters or certificates, and 5 pages of photographs. And what you would do is you would just print off your record book from the record book tab. So you would view as a PDF. It always takes a while on this computer to pull up that PDF. There we go. And after you printed it out, you would just make sure that you put this collection of work in between your annual project reports, which would end which would end down here. Or where is it? There we go. So my annual project reports end here, and then I go into my leadership development reports. You would just insert your collection of work right in here. So I hope this clears up any confusion. I know people sometimes wonder why they need to include a collection of work if it doesn't show up in the online record book. The reason for it is it just doesn't work very well. It's a lot easier to assemble those articles and pictures and everything outside of ORB and then just insert them into your record book after you print it. All right, that does it, and we'll see you in the next video.